19Q Explorers again. We're back in the site of a 1944 World War II casualty clearing station, manned by a New South Wales unit that was here for 10 months during 1944. They were camped in this area behind me here. There's a couple of concrete slabs down in there and some old 44-gallon drum latrines. And the area was serviced by a freshwater spring, so it had plenty of fresh water, good tree cover from Japanese air raids. You might remember on my previous hunts I've found quite a few coins in here. I found Australia shoulder flash, and on the previous hunt I found our 2-up tossing coin, the actual coin used in the game of 2-up, and a lot of coins in an area that I called the 2-up tent. So today I'll have another go at it, and we'll see if we can find some more military relics and coins. So thanks for watching very much, and I'll be back shortly with the first find. Well, what about this for a find? There's a ring of targets. It was separate. It's an army safety razor, complete. I'm just missing the razor blade. If I had a safety razor blade, I could shave with this thing. Look at that. Beautiful. Well, I can't see any writing on it, but it'll be a Gillette or a Schick, I guess. Beautiful. And look at the condition of it. Excellent. Okay, well, I'll just turn around here and just see if there's any more parts left. There might be a razor blade. I'll actually be able to have a shave with it. Well, the next target's another ripper of a find. It's just after that razor on the edge of that area, which was the 2-up tent, where I found that 2-up tossing coin and all those coins last hunt. And a beautiful Australia shoulder flash comes to light. Gee, these things, because they're such a solid piece of metal, they ring it really high on the detector. Really highly conductive. Beautiful, look at that. Okay, on we go. Well, the hunt's off to a rip-roaring start. I got that safety razor in 3 parts, and then I got the Australia shoulder flash. I dug a lot of 50 calibre hole casings actually. Here's my first coin. A penny. Not very far from that 2-up tent. Maybe this bloke was on his way to play 2-up and dropped one of his coins. That's a KG6, eh? Well, I'll get a date and I'll be back shortly. Well, there she is. It's a 43 Kangaroo, which tend to predominate in the site, which you'd expect from a 1944 site, so good one. On we go. Okay, hot on the tail of that 43 penny, I've just got another penny. As you can see, I'm using that 14x10 double D again today, which is covers a lot more ground and is pretty good in this country because it's heavier too. It pushes the grass aside better than the little 10-inch. But there we go. More from the 2-up tent, eh? That's another Kangaroo, I think. Bit hard to see it there, but I don't think it's a Commonwealth of Australia penny. But I could be wrong. Okay, I was just about to fill this hole in where I just got that penny, which is another 43. Look. 2 coins must have come out of that hole. It's actually out of the hole in the scrape here, so let's see what we've got here. Oh yep, look, another penny lying next to the other one. Good one. The other 2-up tent. These boys had some money. Well, I hope they won plenty because they dropped a lot. Good one. Okay, on we go. Well, one thing about this site which is unique is that it was only occupied for 10 months in 1944. It hadn't been occupied before that and has not seen any activity since. So every article dropped in this area, coins, relics, whatever, we know when they were dropped. They were dropped in 1944, so we can date a coin by how long it was in circulation, because we know when it was minted with the date on it. We know it went out of circulation in 1944 when it was dropped on this site. And now look at this. This just dates everything perfectly. This is a beer bottle. I've just had a quick look at it. It's complete, still lying in the ground. And the date on the bottom, 1944. 1944, that's that New South Wales Bottle Company beer bottle. 1944, well there you go. You don't often get the chance to date finds that accurately. And you know that this was not only made, it was drunk and dropped in 1944. Good one. Well, how's this for a relic under this old palm tree? It's an army lamp. Check that out. It's got a belt clip, and that's where the lens would have gone. Beautiful. I guess the batteries go in there. Maybe a battery in there. What a find that is. Well, anyway, if there's any, there'll be a maker's name or a Department of Defence. Oh, yeah, look. What's this say? Yeah, look. It's got Department of Defence, DD, arrow. Kempthorne, Australia, 1943, with the Department of Defence on it. Oh, that is a great old relic, that one. Oh, I'm loving that. Beautiful. Actually, those lenses that I saw in that old rubbish dump at the airstrip probably fit this thing. That may make some sense. Magic. Righto. There we go, an old Kempthorne Army lantern from World War II. Okay, I've just cleaned that clip properly there. It's Department of Defence arrow, DD. Lamps Electric, number 1. Kempthorne, Australia, 1943. Oh, I love that Army terminology. Lamps Electric. There you go. Little electric lamp. Okay, on we go. Well, that's the area of the main kitchen and messing slabs down in that area. The two-up tent is off to our left here, where I've been getting all the coins in the last hunt. I thought I'd come down the centre here and split the two areas, just for a bit of a wander. And I wish I'd done a live dig. I've got a big signal here, and an absolute pearler of a target comes out of the ground. It's a rising sun. Collar badge. Beautiful, look at that. I'll clean that up and get it up on macro for you, but yeah, that was quite deep actually. So this is a little area here that I haven't been into before, so I'll spend the next half an hour or so just searching this area. Well, there she is, a rising sun collar badge, Australian Commonwealth Military Forces. Superb example of that badge. Beautiful. Pit of the lugs are all intact, everything's nice and flat and square. Just lovely. Look at that. Well, that's geez, we've had some good finds on this hunt so far, so I was just getting over the excitement of that Lamps Electric number 1. Then I get a rising sun. Good one. Okay, well, let's keep going. Well, this next target took me completely by surprise. It's a penny. It was 3 or 4 inches down, but the tone it's giving. I never had a penny give a mid-tone like that. Nevertheless, we'll take that one. But it appears to be a Commonwealth penny, eh? Anyway, look, I'll clean it and see, yeah, maybe a KG5. Anyway, I'll get a date off it. And yeah, that's a bit inexplicable. I'm not sure why it was given a mid-tone like that. But anyway, we'll take that one. Well, that may explain the mid-tone. It's the very oldest of Australia bronze coins. It's a 1911 penny, King George V. 1911. That is an old coin. In fact, that is the oldest coin I've got from this site. But that's why it's giving a mid-tone. It's quite worn, so it's probably lost a bit of its bulk, so it gives a lower conductivity reading on the detector. Anyway, that's a good find. But I just got this. I think it may be a blackout hood off a vehicle light, a running light or a tail light on a Blitz truck or something like that. It's just one of those little blackout blanks. If there's anything written on it, I'll detail it, but it doesn't appear to be. Okay, on we go. Well, I've just moved down to a lower area of the site towards one of the bordering creeks where they used to get their fresh water. There's a couple of 44-gallon drums down there in the bush, and there's an old pipeline, so it may have been part of the water pumping system. But not long after getting down here, I was rewarded with my first coin again in this area, and it's another penny. It's another King George V. You'd think there wouldn't be so many King George V coins in a World War II site, but my theory is that when they left Sydney, the petty cash must have been given a lot of old coins. That's been dropped here. Well, as long as one of them's a 1930 penny, I won't mind. Good. Okay, well, I'll get a date off that one and I'll be back shortly. Hey, look at that, it was close. It's a 1929 Commonwealth of Australia King George V penny. 1 year off my retirement. Penny. Lovely. Okay, good one. Okay, well, this is another area that I haven't sort of done much detecting in, so I'll stick in here for another half hour or so. We'll see what we get out of this area. Well, I'm back in the area of the two-up tent, hoping for more coins, but I just got a 50 calibre hull, so that's all right. Big solid target, rings up really high. Okay. Well, I've got a tiny little blip signal that was still a high tone, and out of this scrape, which is about 6 inches deep, I've got a lovely little silver threepence, which shows you this big 14-inch double D is quite sensitive on the deep targets. And this is the smallest coin you're going to dig up here. That looks like it's a King George VI sheath of wheat threepence. Good one. Okay, well, I'll clean it up and I'll be back with a date on that little threepence and a mint mark. Well, actually, it's 1943 sheaf of wheat threepence. I can't make out a mint mark, but I'll subtitle it if there is one. King George VI. Once again, nice condition, that coin. Could have only been a year old when it was dropped here, because everyone was gone by 44, end of 44. Okay.
Field hospitals care for minor casualties.
Well, I'm probably about 30 metres from that Two Up tent game site, and under this big fallen log, got a really good signal here, so I thought I'd do a live dig. All I've done is scrape the leaf leather, and sounds great, but it could be, because I get no size imaging on this big coil, it could be a drum bone. I've dug a few drum bones in here that ring up beautifully, of course, but that sounds really good. So it could be another coin under this old log, which is close enough to the Two Up tent to be regarded as part of the spread. Oh hey, you just saw a coin, I did. It's a penny. Ripper. Okay, well, be another kangaroo, I guess. I'll get a date and I'll come back with some information on that coin. Well, this one's a real beauty. She was dropped the year she was minted, 1944. Have a look at the patina on the coin under the king there. I've only just scraped the grime off. I don't want to wipe it too much, but that's the original patina on that bronze coin. Beautiful. But even more interesting, behind us here, where that's the hole I got it out of. You just saw me dig. I've got another signal. Definitely another coin in here. It looks like a second coin coming out, so we'll have a look, eh? It'll be another multi-coin spill in the Two Up tent. In the Two Up game. Still in there. Like I said, you have to bear with me a bit. These pinpointing's not real flush with this big coil. Pro pointer would be handy. Hey, it's another penny, look. 2 penny spill. Good one. Okay, well, I'll subtitle the information on that second coin out of that little hole. Looks like it's another George VI, eh? Kangaroo, possibly? Okay, righto, on we go. Well, the second penny out of that 2 penny spill is a 1939 kangaroo, King George VI. Okay, the excitement continues. Looks like it may be a 3 coin spill in the Two Up tent. I just checked the mullock heap before I was about to put it back in. There's another coin of some description in here. 3 coins. Little pocket drop. World War II pocket drop. Okay, well, we'll try to do it live and we'll see if we can. Can't be far down in here. That's not ringing like a penny, is it? Not as high as I'd expected penny to ring. Oh well, I'm about to be wrong again probably. Let's see what this is. Okay, it's in this hand. Okay, so we've got a coin in this hand here. Oh look, it's a little silver. A little threepence. Was in there with those 2 pennies. Beauty. Okay, I'll date that one and subtitle it. Well, let's just check this before we shut the camera off. It's the camera tripod you hear there. Now I might have got them all, eh? 3 coin spill. Okay, I'll be back shortly with a date on this little threepence. Oh, it's a glorious little 43. I think it's plain no mint mark, be a Melbourne, I guess. Silver threepence, sterling silver. That beautiful little coin. Once again, 1 year old when it was dropped. Look at the definition on the king there. Good one. Okay, well that's where I just got the 2 pennies in the threepence in the single hole. The Two Up tent, as I'm calling it, is just up there where those 2 big old trees are. In fact, they would have been there in 1944. Those blokes would have been playing that game under those trees. Anyway, so you can assume these 3 coins I just found were spilt on the way to the game. And I just tracing my way back towards the main bed ward down there on the kitchen slab, and I think I may have another silver coin. It was a really good signal here, and it appears I may have a shilling. If so, it'll be the first shilling out of the site. Yep, she's a shilling. What a ripper. Nice big silver coin. Okay, well, I won't rub it too much. I'll give it a clean now and we'll have a look at her. See if she's a Merino Ram or it's an older George V. Excellent. Well, I cannot believe what I've just found in this old 1944 army site. It's a Queen Victoria shilling. Worn, obviously, 1899. A beautiful old English shilling with the roses and I think is in the crests and shields on there. 1899 Victorian shilling with the veiled head. Now, we can assume, I suppose, that that was still in circulation in 1944 when it was dropped. It's pretty worn, but what a find. 1899. Well, that's just amazing. Okay, well, that's the first signal in this little spot. I'll see what else is here. Well, it's another magic find out of this hole behind me. It is a ripper of a find. Australia shoulder flash. This pin absolutely complete, unbroken. Look at that. Has dropped. Pins are still through the lugs. Perfect example of an Australia shoulder flash from the Second World War. What a magic find. Ripper. Those two big trees in the centre up there are is where the 2-up tin is, just on the other side. That big burnt fallen logs where I got those 3 coins earlier on. I've got that 1899 Queen Victoria shilling over there, and I've just got another penny here. So the coins are sort of well distributed in this area, but they're still coming up, which is great. There we go. No, hey, that's a Commonwealth penny. 1 penny. And I'll subtitle a date, which you can probably see there anyway. That looks to be really nice, that one. Excellent. On we go. There's that last penny, 1933, King George V. Beautiful coin. Well, this site just it keeps amazing me. I filled in that hole where I just got that 1933 penny. There's another coin in there. 2 coins spill at least. Okay, I'll be back shortly with whatever comes out of this hole for the second time. Well, the second coin out of that hole was an absolutely superb 1942 Kangaroo. What a beautiful coin. So that's a 2 coin hole there, and I had that 3 coin hole earlier on, so it's going well today. Well, my next target, a lovely high tone, and a shallow scrape reveals a lovely little webbing buckle. Okay, on we go. Well, I'll tell you what, it's worth poking your coil up into these difficult spots, just under this clump of grass, deep under this clump of grass in front of me, under this old bush. Out this comes. I haven't looked at it yet, that's how it came out in my hand, and it's the big one. It's a Rising Sun slouch hat badge. Have a look at this. The big Rising Sun. Lugs complete, no pin, but that's good. I'll take that. That is a slouch hat badge from the Second World War. Good one. As I said in that earlier video with that RAF, when I found that RAF cap badge, it's a contextual find. It's actually, this is a frontline unit basically. It's a casualty clearing station treating casualties from the front line. And there's the badge that came out just then. That is just brilliant. I'm breathless. What a hunt this has been. Okay, well, I don't know how I'm going to top this. On we go. Well, that big slouch hat badge, the Rising Sun's a good way to wrap this hunt up, I think. I've come up to this little high point here to give you a bit of a vista of this old casualty clearing station site. The 2 creek junctions are down there where I'm pointing, and there's the kitchen slab, and there's a ward slab down there. Up a 60 bed, perhaps 90 bed CCS here. And the creeks on either side with plentiful fresh water. And 10 months this unit was here in 1944. And well, what a great hunt that's been. The Rising Suns, that safety razor, the old lamp, an 1899 shilling, which is a real surprise. Australia shoulder flashes, lots of coins, still producing around that 2-up tin area. This, I would say that this site covers about 10 to 15 acres. I haven't really discovered the extent of it yet. So there's plenty more visits here, and I'll keep coming back. It's just a shame Mrs. NQ wasn't here with me to hunt this site. I'll bring her up here one day. And we'll do a video together here, but yeah, look, thanks for watching. Like I said, it's a real privilege to be bringing you these hunts from these old World War II sites. I hope you're enjoying them. Best of luck on your next trip out. Happy hunting. Bye for now.